Welcome, friends. How's your volume, everybody? You guys hear us okay? Can you hear me okay?
Splendiferous.
We got a new toy here. You guys can't see it,
No.
but Tony's got a new toy back behind the old screen here. So,
Lots of screens.
yeah, lots of screens, lots of toys. So, if we have any issues tonight, we're working things out. So,
It may happen.
Blame it on the toy.
yep. Brad has been attacked by an animal, so he will not be joining us. But Jakey's supposed to be making an appearance so we can recap the 2-Up Cup championship game. I had to go through it. He's got to go through it. I had to do it immediately following a crushing defeat.
Yeah, you were like not emotionally okay.
Oh, I was a dead man. Cray, what is up, my brother? God, I hate that black background. I think it is the dumbest thing. So many monitors.
I like it.
Looking over here, but
Lots of monitors.
Well, yeah, 2 for you.
yeah, Tony's looking down the barrel of 4 of them.
Yeah.
So what's going on in the world of gaming?
I don't know.
Well, I got some. Yeah, I can see you. It's the names that I can't read, but I can. If I squint, you're fine. So don't mess with anything. Let's not mess with success on your end, Cray. So what did we get yesterday?
I went back and looked. It was the model of the month thing where they have like the coin and like just one-off model of something. They have it's just a Voltan guy.
Votan's got to be coming soon. So how familiar are you that tomorrow, or did you know that tomorrow was going to be a preview?
Yeah, it was
40K
for
preview coming tomorrow.
the Nova, right?
Yeah. Tomorrow and Thursday, they said they're. Hey, Jamie, make the check bigger for Tim, please.
Yeah, it's all it's 40K Sigmar. I think they had Underworlds and Kill Team.
And no, Horus Heresy, I believe.
Oh yeah, it was Horus Heresy.
Brad,
And
unfortunately, is not under the table. He has been attacked by a cougar.
It was
by-
a dog.
it was a dog.
Well,
It's the same thing.
sounds a lot cooler if it's a cougar.
I mean, it depends on the kind of dog.
Depends on the kind of cougar.
Yeah.
Attack the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Oh, that's
Wait, what'd you
phenomenal.
say?
He said depends on the kind of cougar.
That's fair. Cougar equals my mother.
That's my mom.
We share a mother. I could see her attacking Brad, but not in that kind of
Like with a
context.
frying pan
Yes.
kind of thing.
Like
Like-
the attack that's deserved. So, Jakey better be here or he's dead to me.
Yeah.
So the preview tomorrow
Yep.
and Thursday. I think we're going to see the Leagues of Votan Army box.
I would imagine so, and that's mainly because in the last article that was on
A
game,
battle report's coming, right?
yeah, a Votan battle report is on the way.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely confirms Guard is dead last.
Yeah.
Because Demons comes out Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, releases Saturday. How do you feel about that?
I mean, Guard are getting a lot of love right up front, though.
What?
Like with a lot of I'm sorry, I don't know why I said up front. I mean right up front before 10th.
Yeah.
But like they're getting a lot of model releases.
Yeah. What's Ryzen 7? I don't know what that is.
It's
Explain text.
computer thing.
Like a piece of hardware or a game?
Processor.
Oh,
The Ryzen.
I don't know anything about that.
It's like Intel's, I series now, but
Is it going to be good?
it's supposed to be.
They don't-
Intel's really falling behind, so
They don't often put out new hardware that's worse than the old hardware.
I mean, that's fair, but they do put out overhyped things
That's fair.
yeah. Intel's been worse than AMD about that.
about hyping stuff and then it being bad.
Yeah.
Or subpar.
Yeah, I was really hardcore Intel up until 2 or 3 years ago. Now for a desktop, I would probably go, I could go either way.
Yeah.
I went AMD
For the price,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not. I've never really been an Intel guy, mainly because of the price.
right. Yeah, a few years ago, I would have gone AMD for a desktop, or I would have considered it. Now I would almost consider it for a laptop.
Yeah.
They weren't as good at cooling their processors as Intel, but now they They're pretty much cut up.
Whatever is in my laptop does not like Hearts of Iron 4.
Oh,
It runs very hot.
that's a lot of gaming laptops just on any game.
I mean, that's fair, but I guess Civ would get hot after a while, but Hearts of Iron is hot almost immediately.
I feel like you had an Intel. I had a Intel. I had the slowest Intel i7 ever in my. Actually, I think it's here. The Alienware I have. It gets hot.
Nathan commented on YouTube, and that is so microscopically small.
Oh, that is tiny.
Yeah, I gotta say, like, it's almost irrelevant to post on YouTube
And
right
I can't
now.
zoom in on it.
Wow.
Just because, like, literally can't read that. It's like trying to read a
It
newspaper
says
from
something
across
about
the room.
my 9-year-old
Computer
doesn't know.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try.
doesn't know what these words mean.
But he was talking about the Voltan Attack of the Garbage Patch Kids. Garbage Patch, not
I
Cabbage
think
Patch.
he was typing Cabbage Patch.
No,
There's no R.
Gabbage Patch.
Yeah, he did.
I don't know.
Cabbage Patch was something we're not really all that familiar with.
No.
We know they exist,
Yeah.
but that was an 80s thing.
Yeah, into the 90s, but yeah, more 80s.
I don't know, man. I'm thinking like 86.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah, it lasted.
They existed when I was very young, but so yeah, the leagues are coming. There are some guard models. I did watch a guard rumor video today. I don't know, man.
In regards to what?
Just more rumors about the codex, about what's going to be in the codex. Right off the top, it said February 23.
Ugh,
That's bad.
that's really far away.
That's real bad. It's still August.
Why would that be so far away?
I don't know. And then 10th will be out in June.
Yeah.
Like, end of June, early July. If it's not out, like, by the third week of June, I'd be shocked. Okay, so we're not... And if it's a total reset, that's weird, man.
Yeah.
It's a weird decision on their part. I'm not sure...
Hey, we remember Agents of the Imperium, right? Or Imperial Agents, or whatever it was.
Yeah,
That book that was out like 3 weeks before 8th hit.
but Guard is a real army.
Oh yeah, no, I know.
You know what I mean? Like, that's a selection of units that has not been updated since we've been playing. It's just a weird decision. Apparently, veterans and conscripts are gone from the book.
Okay. I didn't hear the conscripts thing.
I heard that's the first I'd heard it today. There's going to be a new field ordnance team. It's basically a heavy las cannon, heavy missile launcher, and something else. What was it? Command squads are being joined with the commander again. They're going to have the character keyword.
Okay.
What else was it? I almost wrote him down because I don't know what a Gabbage Patch is, Brent. So if you intended to say that a second time, I'm still don't know what that is. But well, what else was it? God, there was something else. The tank's gonna be called the Praetorian.
Not the Rogue Eldorn?
No, Rogue Eldorn is called the Praetorian of Terra, so that's why they like.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's where the mix-up apparently came from.
Okay.
Oh, he does mean Cabbage Patch Kid.
Okay. Apparently there are... What was it? There's only going to be 4 regiments in the book. It's going to be Creed, Catechin, Cadian, and... I thought he said Kasserkin, but he might have meant just like a Stormtrooper regiment.
Why would there only be 4 regiments in the book?
Because they don't make models for the other ones?
I mean, they don't make models for, like, Styges, but they're still in an AdMech.
I mean, that's fair. That's fair. I don't know. Why do they do anything that they decide to do?
I don't know.
I had heard that before.
Maybe he meant only 4 that you're going to care about competitively.
That's... I don't know. This is a guard-specific channel. I don't think he would misspeak. He said, like, specifically, like...
Can you, like, turn me down just
turn you down?
Yeah.
I tried to tell you.
Yeah, I know. Just...
Is it that one?
I think so. I mean, it's hard to tell.
Is
Yep,
it down?
yep.
Okay. How's that?
maybe just a hair too low, but it's fine. Is conscripts and veterans being gone like that big of a deal? Like,
What would be the purpose to getting rid of them?
hard to find a purpose for them, hard to balance them appropriately.
Why do they got to pretend like I'm going below that waist, Nathan? We're trying to get the damn the headphone jack is right here,
Yeah.
and like I can't see any of the knobs, so I have to like play around. I don't know. How can it be that difficult? And you could also just like 7th edition literally had those units all in the book.
Well, right, but like, if they don't serve a distinct purpose, that I don't know.
What do you mean by distinct purpose?
Like it feels like they're gonna do the exact same things as infantry squads, only better or worse, for more expensive or cheaper.
Isn't that a purpose?
I mean, I suppose, but like, I mean, you said yourself that conscripts would either literally do nothing or they were just a big hindrance.
Well, that's GW screwed them. Are you messing with volume over there too?
A little.
Okay. I just felt it. I heard it get louder.
Well, not so much about. I was messing with your compressor.
Okay, gotcha. I don't know what that does.
I can explain it later, but it probably won't help.
That's fair. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. It does sound more clear. I don't know about if it sounds more clear to you. Less muffled.
Yep.
So, as far as those units are concerned, I think it's a cop out just to cut them. You know what I mean?
I mean, but they also don't make models for them.
Yeah, but why?
Which would be a reason to get rid of them.
They could.
Yeah, but
they could give you, and technically the Krieg unit is a veteran unit. They call it a veteran unit. Mm-hmm. So, they had more. They had their own distinct flavor. You could used to be able to give different upgrades to veterans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They had a better ballistic skill. I just think it's lazy.
I mean, Kasserkin. I can understand veterans going away because Kasserkin are going to exist.
Yeah, but they used to both exist also.
Right. But like, why have them when Kasserkin are just going to be better?
Well, I mean, they can be different too, right?
I guess.
Like, and we have a new Cadian infantry kit coming.
Mm-hmm.
So like, to be able to build that as a veteran or infantry squad wouldn't be that difficult.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't feel like all that big of a deal, just because mainly it's just a fistful of las guns at the end of the day.
Yeah, but that's not the purpose they served.
Yeah.
And you don't play them, so like it doesn't.
Mm-hmm. No, I mean I get it, and I mean it's not a good thing that options are going away.
Yeah, for no reason other than laziness. That's what's frustrating about it. The Primaris and the Firstborn argument, I just think
I don't
think Primaris should have existed.
I don't think Firstborn should exist anymore.
I think that Primaris should have just been an upgrade. Damn, why is it got to be going off right now? To me, Primaris should have just been like, hey, look, these are the new Marine models.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it should have been, because like now it kind of lessens the heresy stuff. Tony, did you decompress us now? Because it's now muffled again.
It shouldn't be.
Oh. I don't know. Yeah, I don't... Okay, what's this? Brent says Rosalie Imperial Guard didn't... Yeah, I don't know. The book... the rumor was that the only infantry options are going to be heavy weapon squads and infantry squads.
Heavy weapon squads as a troop choice?
No, that's not what he said. He said infantry units.
Infantry units.
Yeah, not troop units. So, I mean, we know Kasserkin are coming, obviously, so I don't really know. It's just... it's like we got some time till we find out, also.
Yeah.
Weird. It's all just weird.
Yeah, I mean, Primaris they're just better in every way. They're just much cooler models.
I think that's the problem. They just look cooler.
Yeah.
They just look cooler. But if they hadn't been Primaris, quote unquote, Rhinos and Predators and all that stuff could have just been still in the game instead of not in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose. I don't know. Everything Primaris is just cooler. It's just cooler.
Yeah, but I don't know, to get rid of entirely like every treaded vehicle. Like here, you lowly punks can ride around in this stuff. It's just a weird choice.
Yeah.
It's just weird to have like, well, you guys can't. The Primaris cannot get in here at all.
Yeah. No, I mean that's stupid and doesn't make any sense.
It doesn't make any sense at all. So I don't know. I don't know what their plan is. To see all the heresy stuff is really cool. Like they're making like a Land Raider Proteus plastic model. I don't think that will matter because firstborn stuff doesn't matter in 40K. But I guess they're different. Different whatever. Need Chaos Primaris. God, it just no, please. I don't like it. I don't like Primaris. But yeah, so the Guard Codex is late.
Yeah.
Very
Just
late.
seems weird.
Very weird. It seems intentional.
I just don't see how it could possibly not be here in 2022. I just don't see it.
How about more importantly, why? Like, why not force that to happen? Oh, and apparently today is Andy's birthday, so happy birthday, Andy.
Happy birthday, Andy. Yeah, I don't. I'll believe that when I see it, that it's not coming this year, because I don't see how that could be possible.
You would think that there's a window in September, but you start getting to October and stuff.
We're not going to have a 3-month span with no codex. That won't happen. Because we're
not, because Votan's going to come out in October.
I would wager September.
It could.
If we're going to see,
they have released, since I've been open, they've released several armies in October. If that is a time for that to kind of happen, so Votan could fit in that time frame.
If we're going to see a battle report this soon, I would wager September for Votan.
We could. I mean, September is in 2 days.
Especially because there's only 3 books left, right? There's Votan, Guard, and Demons, and Demons are in 3 days.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a month without a 40K codex.
Well, Chaos came out when?
I don't
July?
know. I just know that for a fact we have not seen a month that didn't see a book release.
Well, what was before Chaos?
I don't know.
You were totally unplugged from 40K, aren't you?
It's been a bit.
Tony, can you look up the Codex releases from 9th edition?
Yeah.
Probably easier for you to do it than...
We might have had a month. I would be hard pressed.
If it's 6 weeks or whatever, I mean, it's not like... Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to remember what... I can't really remember what was after Tyranids.
Is this what you're looking for?
Does it say...
It's upcoming.
Does it give like a list of what was...
No, that's like rumor stuff.
Okay. Spiky Bits?
Yeah, there may be. We've had nights. I mean, we had quite a few in the last...
and I heard a lot of rumors about like all the Space Marine supplements and Space Marines 2.0 coming again, and February Guard doesn't fit that.
What if we get January Space Marines and then February Guard?
I don't know, man. It would seem wrong unless there's some kind of hang up with model production. And that would be the literally only thing.
I don't know, man. Like that stuff. What was it?
Because they're getting a gigantic range refresh.
I don't know if it's gigantic.
Dude, if it's gonna be at a minimum 10 kits, which is enormous.
Oh man, I don't see 10. What are the 10?
So you'd have the tank, you have the Sentinels, the Guardsmen, the Kasserkin, you got the character lady, the Creed lady.
Okay, yep. For that model looks terrible.
The Commissar.
Did they show a Commissar?
Yeah, they didn't like announce it, but there's a Commissar in that picture that is
I remember.
He's very clearly not something that exists currently. So there's 6.
I was thinking 7 was the amount of kits.
The heavy weapons team you talked about.
My man.
So I mean that's 7 right there. And if there's more that we're either forgetting or not, like that we're either forgetting or haven't been revealed yet.
I guess it could approach 10.
I'm on vacation. I figured today.
You're on vacation?
Yeah, I started today.
Literally, even if you work today, no reason not to be here.
Oh, no. I'm talking about the monster. Celebration.
Are you looking for the list of all of them or just the the order?
Yeah.
This is exactly what I'm looking for.
Okay.
Hey.
But that doesn't seem right.
It's Acropolis Now Classic.
Acropolis what? Now now in classic mode.
What?
Listen, man, Jake, the people want you back, man.
Oh.
Yeah, maybe.
They want you back.
Maybe.
So. You can say maybe. They demand you.
I'm giving them hope.
You're giving them hope.
Pulling them on a thread.
I gotta say that looks less than I thought it would be.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It just doesn't feel like.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, don't smudge my name off there, buddy.
Dude.
Oh, it's not. No one at home can see this. I know, but
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they can. It's not accounting for all the other flavors of Space Marines. That's why.
Did we get those in 9th?
Yeah. I mean, there's no Space Wolves. There's no Black Templar.
Did we get a 9th edition
Angels?
Space Wolves?
Yeah, all that.
I don't even remember that.
Mm-hmm. Death Watch, Blood Angels.
Unbelievable. Such a classic.
None of that's up there.
Okay, so this is just, why? That's a weird
I don't know.
decision for that list too.
But yeah, no, that like doubles the size of the list, or adds another row or two.
Yeah, that's God. It feels like been a while. Anyway, how you doing, Jakob?
I'm good. I'm good.
Mr. Vacation Man.
Oh, yeah. For a
I'm going on
week.
vacation today too.
Nice. Where are we going?
I just have to go home. I can't go anywhere else.
For how long's your vacation?
Till tomorrow morning.
Yeah, I was gonna say until he has to come to work tomorrow.
Yeah, till tomorrow. So, God, I feel like there was something else about guard that I wanted to say. Other than I'm gonna miss him. It's gonna be a while. Thought it'd be sooner.
How many points are the guys?
Apparently, they're getting removed in the next book. So,
Wait, what?
yeah, nerfing them out of existence wasn't quite enough. They had to literally make them non-existent.
It's pretty big nerf to just remove them from the game.
Yeah, they effectively did that in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, they did the same thing with Death Guard too.
did they?
Yeah, with Poxwalkers.
Oh, got you. Yeah, I remember we had the Alex Jones meme.
Oh yeah.
All right, man. Well, you're here, so that means it's time to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
Although I told Dakota, what's up, Nurgle Matt? Hey, Matt, I appreciate you watching all of our streams, man. This guy he's watching Blood Bowl. I don't even know if he knows a damn thing about Blood Bowl.
What?
But he was cheering for you, I'm pretty sure, because you were playing Nurgle.
To be fair,
Good
all of
man.
us were cheering for him.
I cannot believe that it was everybody.
I also don't think that it was.
I truly feel like there was like 3 people rooting for me, and everyone else was rooting for
Why
Tim.
would there be 3 rooting for you?
Jake was rooting for me? I know that.
Listen, Campbell is dead to me.
Look,
in more ways than one.
All I know is that I wanted somehow for the finals there to go to a draw, and then we just decide that you both lose.
I finally got what I deserved.
It goes deserved.
So
I deserved it. I finally made it back to the top of the mountain and climbed that mountain.
the thing, looking back, what I'm most upset about that game is because like I just played the game against Jake, right? And me and him were having a pretty close, tight-knit game. And he made a move halfway through the first half. It was a 3-up rerollable play, and he failed it. And that changed the course of the game entirely. And I just snowballed my direction. I wanted to avoid that, and I did the exact same thing.
Yeah, I when I was watching that play, I was like, he's got to go around that body that guy he just knocked over. He's got to go around, and you didn't. And I was like, why isn't he going around?
I made the dodge. I just didn't make the go for it.
Yeah,
So like,
yeah, that's fair.
I guess I used all my luck on that dodge roll, but I didn't even need to go for it. I wanted to get
You wanted to get away from that guy that was on the ground.
Well, I was actually going to go for it to put him right next to the Tomb King, so my claw guy could get a good block on him, and then I was going to move stand the rotter up and then cage around. That's what my plan was, but I failed to go for it. I should have just went with my initial gut feeling. I was going to do like just go straight up the field, and then one die blitz one of your guys that was next to my other Pestigore.
Okay.
You get the 3 guys next to my Pestigore that you knocked down. You don't remember?
That helps, Jakey. That game was monstrously in Tim's favor from the get-go. I don't know.
I thought
if
it was
I'd
pretty.
say-
I thought it was really close until
I don't know if I'd say monstrous. The fouling thing did help.
that
Yeah.
did
That
it-
was
that would have changed the game a little bit in my favor.
I think the blitz at the beginning was way more favorable than either of you give it credit for.
I don't know, man.
think it was him failing the blitz made it. He positioned some guys differently, but
But like he put guys in tackle zones and took away your
I don't
line
even
of
think he
scrimmage
put
blocks.
guys in tackle zones.
Yeah.
I think he maybe put one guy in a tackle
I
zone.
mean, I honestly though, it probably ultimately led to the surf.
I mean, it is a
on the,
free turn.
on that Tomb Guardian.
on that Tomb
Yeah.
Guardian because
Yeah.
he went up there. But
It is a free turn, so it is beneficial to you.
yeah,
Well, it allows me to look at where. Also, I rolled a 1, so I had 4 guys to move, and one of them couldn't move because I failed the blitz. So it was kind of like
Get wrecked, nerd.
the minute.
he
I
almost
failed a lot of those in that game.
he almost completely lost his line of scrimmage blocks though, because of you moving up.
Well, now I played. You were very adamant that I was too passive in our game the previous season, and I was like, I'm not saving anybody for the dance. I mean, there's nothing after this game, so if they get clawed out of here, like
Yeah,
if they get killed doing what they're supposed to do, like so be it.
if I got an ounce more removal, like I broke a lot of armor, and I just could not remove players off the pitch.
Thick Skull came in handy.
Thick skull came in
Several
handy.
times.
I clawed at least 3 or 4 people. You regen 2. It was
The
brutal.
regenning Tomb Guardian that got surfed was a really big deal. Like
That was huge.
He was landing his regens, you weren't.
Yeah. Freaking missed 2 regens. But
That was the 2 most important ones too on the Pestigores.
Absolutely.
Because you did bring 2 Rotters back, or not Rotters. You brought 2 Bloaters back with regens.
yeah,
One was very late in the game, but
didn't matter. Yeah.
but the one was like turn 3 or 4 or something like that. Might have been a little bit later, but
Yeah, so the turn that I had lost the ball, I was thinking about going up in 1-die blitzing one of those 3 players. There's a thrower, your dirty player, and someone else. I was going to 1-die blitz one of them, and I was going to either try to push past that little 3-block brigade and then continue going towards the end zone and then try to move some other guys up there and then make you rely on a blitz to try to take them out. But if I did lose the ball over there, it was on your side of the pitch where I could get up and maybe start playing defense. Because I put myself in a corner there that I honestly didn't think that you would be able to. You did a couple of things I didn't foresee. Like you,
at what point in the game are we talking?
about halfway through the first, like when I put myself on the side of the pitch.
Okay.
And then I thought you were going to make a different blitz, and then you went for my Pestigore, and then
The one that was up on the sideline?
and then stunned him, and I was like, oh, that changes everything. Like I didn't foresee. I thought I baited you into making a different blitz, and
Oh, yeah. I know that I can't outrun many people, even a Pestigore, right? Like, I had a fair amount of 6 on the back end. So the goal is to keep the big guys in front and keep my speedy guys to where they can make a play if you burst through, but you have to potato, essentially. So when I couldn't get to the ball carrier effectively, I was like, okay, I'm going to take out this Pestigore because I didn't want you to hand it off to him. And even if I had pushed him, I would have pushed him to the sideline and hopefully tag teamed him where you couldn't blitz out. And then you'd be boxed in and have to go around or really shove it in there. You know what I mean? That was my thought.
I mean, you did well and made me roll dice. And Nuffle, I guess Nuffle loved me so much for so long that he just was like, you know what? Not today. Not today. You got
Well, it was really just that one key failure, and it was just like you said, it just snowballed.
what I don't like is that there's a championship on here missing. I have 2 championships.
Yeah, the one's a Premier League. That's
Well,
gotta be
I
another
need
trophy.
recognition for
You
it.
got to listen. What we got to do is this is the Premier League. We need to mount this on something just like that.
This is the Premier League?
It's
All right,
the
we'll put
Premier
it up
League.
here. This is mine.
Hey, what the hell?
To be fair, this is yours also. Times 2. So
Yeah.
next season I'll repeat, and
not
then
gonna
we'll
happen.
be even. So
No,
I
we
can
need to-
redraft all 4 of the Tomb Guardians.
You can?
I can.
Oh, you glued it down. Good.
Yeah.
I really want to see someone else win, but I have no. Let's say it's me, someone new, and then on the other side of the bracket,
There's a trophy right. There's been a trophy, Nathan. We just got to mount it on something. It matters. The Premier League, it's the same to me. It's just as important to me.
It's the same to me too. It's just as grueling. But let's say we're the semifinals. It's me, a non-winner, and then on the other side of the bracket, it's 2 non-winners. Like, part of me wants to just concede that game to allow 2 non-winners to play.
I would never do that.
I'm too selfish.
I will never do
no.
Well, I don't think that's fair to them either. It's not, to be fair, it's not fair to anybody.
Yeah, you gotta
Right,
earn
like,
it.
Yeah, you got to earn it, and I don't know. It's just not in me to.
I think you earned it. You earned it, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
I
you did.
appreciate that.
It's not going to happen again.
Yeah, I was worried when we started the playoffs. I was like, man, if I happen to, by some chance, win this one, there's going to feel like there's an asterisk, and there doesn't.
Good.
I had to beat you and Adam. So and John. John's team was no slouch, but my dice just came alive in the playoffs for removal.
Yeah.
Yeah, like because I had. Typically, I would get 1 to 2 casualties with that team, right? Like, vast majority of the games I've played with them, I'd get 1 to 2 casualties.
Those Tomb Guardians are no joke either.
I love them, man.
They're developed.
I
and
love them.
They're good.
Yeah, they. I really would have loved to get random, like stand firm on the one guy, because he's got Juggernaut. And I'm like, man, should I redraft him? But I'm able to redraft all 4 if I want to.
Yeah, I would.
Well, they all have guard.
If
like
they all
that's
have guard, like that's the player you redraft, right? Like there will come a time where I redraft my Necro team, and when I redraft them, like I'm just throwing the werewolves in the dumpster.
Well, you can remake those
exactly.
very quickly.
Yeah,
very quickly.
you redraft the not the ghouls. The
flesh golems?
the flesh golems and the wraiths,
gabagools.
because they are so hard to level up.
I
Dear
hate
God,
those wraiths so
they are
much.
so hard to level up. I think the flesh golems are way better than the wraiths.
They are for me. It's that foul appearance or whatever it is. It's just if you fail at the most important times. Like I would have felt a lot more comfortable at the end of the first half if I. What I wanted to do was push that
Raspawn.
the Medusa, push it further away, just get out of the way,
His
and then I
name
wanted
is-
to go.
His name is
Barney.
Barney.
Barney. All right, I wanted to push
Well,
Barney.
he's dead now.
See, that's something I got to get better at
He's
is naming
survived.
my guys.
I
I got to name them stuff that people remember. Okay, people remember Fatty Magoo.
You also need to use their names.
I agree.
Make
I
them
agree.
known.
Yeah, I agree.
I made Dirt Grub well known. Everyone kind of knew
But
who.
I think that's
and
so
he
important
missed
in
the
the
And
league.
you know what the
championship.
difference is, Jake?
A 3-up, Nathan? Oh my God, that would be.
I don't wanna hear it.
or
Yeah,
no,
you do. But
Andy, that's disgusting.
the difference is that Gornak didn't have to tell anyone. His
Don't name
They
them.
knew
It ends in pain.
That's not true.
He let his name be known
That's not true. You were spouting him off every game.
because I was afraid to put him on the bench.
Who?
Gornak. Gornak was so powerful. I was afraid to take him out of the game. He
'cause he
needed
would kill
his
you?
blood. Yeah, exactly. He needed his.
Dude, I
lust
played
for
that
blood
guy.
so
I fouled him on turn 16.
Oh man.
He's
got
on the ground. and I was
3 up for foul appearance.
That's
That's
disgusting.
disgusting. That is gross.
Yeah, that would be too good.
It's too much.
Way too good.
Too much.
Two up is fine.
Do you think?
It doesn't come up often.
You know,
but
this
like, it
okay,
does.
So this
But
league
it
was a
happens.
pain in the ass in a lot of ways. But when it came time to turn it on at the end, like everybody was watching, everybody was making sure they were playing. I mean, it was playoffs, but like it
yeah,
just
it came.
Wow.
It definitely came off. Came through at the end.
those. I mean, we got the playoffs done very quickly. That was a lot of games. You know what I mean?
and we streamed them all.
We did stream every one. We didn't miss any of them. I want to get those all.
I wanted to say like I made that post about people bringing up like issues and for the next like league so we can talk about it. I don't think anyone brought up anything other than trolling stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna make a form so that people can do things anonymously.
Ah, that's fair.
Yeah, that way they can kind of air whatever they feel like.
And they don't want to start a Facebook argument and people, yeah, because you don't
Right,
want to bring
and-
something up and then someone calling you stupid for it.
Yeah.
Because I've had a lot of good feedback from those Google forums in the past, from different events and whatnot. So I will. I feel it helped start. Yeah, we need the enthusiasm back. So
Yeah, we need the
Yeah, I
community thrives with community enthusiasm.
well,
so.
when the games matter, you know what I mean, and you have those players that, like the literal model players that people are paying attention to, and and the coaches also.
I kind of feel like it might just. I don't know if it's done well with structure, right? Where you should play this person this week, next person the next week, and like hopefully keep everyone on schedule. But sometimes it feels like maybe just like having like, here's your 10 opponents you got to play this season. You got 8-10 weeks to play them, get them done.
The only problem is there's no way to stop gaming. Like somebody's gonna have an important game against one of us, and they'll have a player missing, but they'll squeeze in a layup game before.
Or like you'll see like a kill team, like someone's gonna someone's playing chaos, and it's like I want to play you week 1 or 2. Like I don't want to play you week 10.
That's fair. I didn't even think about people will game it, so yeah, maybe keep it safe.
It's inevitable, and also like it makes the schedule release a lot of fun. When we draw the divisions, it just makes all that stuff a lot
Cray's
of fun.
planning on playing next season. What
Hell
team
yeah,
are you
dude.
gonna be? Cray
He's got Undead team.
Undead.
Fantastic.
I love
Undead. Undead's so cool.
I was looking for a model. What's the word? Looking for a model for the D&D game we're playing.
Yeah.
And I'm digging through stuff, and I pull down a tray. I'm like, oh, an Undead team that's 90% painted. I could finish that team, I guess. I'm like they're all painted. Like I need to do the bases and wash them up and whatnot, and they'll be done. I have a necro team started, and my turn markers are zombies coming out of the ground. They're super cool. I'm gonna put a bunch of mud around them. They're like literally crawling out. It's gonna be super cool.
Nice.
Heck yeah.
I gotta find werewolves. Though.
I'm gonna buy that.
Maybe next.
There's that kill team, that Nurgle kill team that they're re-releasing.
The Gellerpox.
Yeah, the Gellerpox.
Are you gonna make
guys?
an ogre team out of it?
No, I'm gonna use them
or
for
make a Nurgle team
for Nurgle.
Oh.
I'm gonna take the big dude, and he's gonna be my rot spawn. And they've got like all those like they're like a bunch of flies and like larvae and stuff. I'm gonna use those for my turn markers and stuff.
Yeah, trust me, I saw, dude. I started to get a little bit of that back where something's coming out. I'm like, that's a Blood Bowl team right there.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, that's a Nurgle team. Like those are rotters and
Yeah.
Man.
I'm still gonna use poxwalkers for rotters.
yeah, I think that's a good call.
I mean, at least they'll see the field, right? Like,
That's the important thing, right? Well, they see it now.
Are you gonna
Ninth
play
edition
your
of that,
ogres in the Premier League?
no, I am
The
bringing
team's
back.
done, huh?
I'm bringing back the. I'm gonna play the elves that once were probably.
What do you mean? You're gonna play High Elves again?
No,
Dark Elves?
no,
What elves?
yes.
Oh, what else?
Everyone seemed to shy away from them, and everyone's
As
very.
they should.
Everyone's very anti-elf, right? I think elves are great. I think elves are phenomenal, actually. I think they actually eat up Premier Leagues. So when everyone starts off at the same level, so I might. So I'm conflicted in the next two-up cup because I really want to win with this Nurgle team, and I want Dirk Grubb and Fatty Magoo. Or I want Fatty McGee to become Fatty Magoo.
He needs to get enough SPP to evolve.
He needs to evolve.
You gotta goo him up.
You gotta get him a Nurgle stone.
And then Nurgle Stone. And then
He's an Eevee right now.
however, how you did really hurt up my high elf team at the championship game, so
I did.
but there's still a lot of promise there. Did you kill my thrower?
Dude, I'm pretty sure that I permanently ended the career of 5 players. If they didn't die, then they had something happen to them where it's just like they won't see Blood Bowl
I have to double check it.
unless they're watching on.
Oh, their ears get trimmed quite a bit, Brent. Quite a bit.
7 players got permanent injuries.
Nathan just remembers.
The elves got
pain.
their ears trimmed. Yeah, I put them down to agility 3, so now they're just humans now.
Oh.
I also thought about playing humans in the Premier League.
Humans are dope, man.
Just because
I love 'em.
You get it's so cheap and you get so much. You get 4 blitzers with block right away. You get 4 catchers with movement 8 or 7.
Dude,
They're
the
moving eight.
human
Movement 8
blitzer,
right away.
the
A
human
throw-
blitzer is just everything you want.
A thrower
in
with
a
sure
player.
hands and 2-up pass, like they literally have they don't have strength. They don't have strength for play. They have 1 ogre, but they have
Their blitzers have strength access. Is that what you're saying? Or
no. They don't have high strength.
Oh,
numbers. Like,
gotcha.
they don't.
Yeah.
But they have. They just have versatility. You can really mold those players into whatever you want,
Yeah.
and everyone can score.
Mhm.
And it's just. I don't know.
They're a really
it seems
solid
fun.
team, especially you have experience playing
Nobles.
nobles, and
I feel like humans are just better
out
nobles.
out of the box they're kind of just better nobles.
I thought about playing Nobles though.
Yeah, dude, take it from me.
Don't
The Premier League,
Don't do it.
dude, they're rough. They're a rough team.
They're a hard team.
Dude,
to play.
They're hard.
But I tell you, all that stand firm I had in the finals, I loved
Dude,
it.
Stand Firm is
I'm
freaking
like,
awesome.
this is
Like,
I was watching a little bit, and you're like, I don't like that. You're like, don't like that.
The thing is, I think what
yeah, I didn't realize they had Stand Firm. I was like, dude, you could surf like 3 players right now. And then he's like, Stand Firm. I was like, oh, that's what it is. Okay.
I think the problem I have when playing Nobles is that I really fed touchdowns to the blitzers because it's so easy to score with them.
But your bodyguards need them
Bodyguard,
early in the season.
you really want to level those guys up to make them.
They're so hard to develop. Like, I don't know what to
You
do.
got to score. You got to make one a score.
No, but I mean, okay, not hard to develop, but they're confusing to develop. Like, what do you do? It's probably guard, right?
I think
you probably
so. That's what I was thinking.
Probably slap guard on 4
mighty
of them.
blow. I think you make one. I think you immediately can make one a blitzer, like a different blitzer, because it
like-
comes with wrestle.
Like a solid sacker, give 1 tackle.
You have one tackle,
And then-
strip ball. So you have tackle, strip ball, wrestle on a guy that you
Go
don't
mighty
have.
blow tackle on one, I think, and then guard on the other 3, or mighty blow guard. But they all have guard mighty blow at some point.
Like, if you somehow get all of them to level 3, then you've got 3 dudes with guard, mighty blow, tackle. Boom.
You think you do 3 with tackle?
I think you do. Ultimately, you do all of them with tackle.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've never felt like I needed that much tackle.
Well, it
Probably
just-
because our leagues never have elves. They only so it's good
I had
against
1
stunties,
tackle on my
but
team.
It's good against stunties, but you just and it's confusing because you want to give players block, but when they already have wrestle, you don't really want to give them block because it's such a waste of a skill.
I don't think you give them block.
I don't think it's worth it.
don't think you do.
You won't. They won't see legend because they're just not that type of player. But like, I could see the legend skill being blocked for versatility purposes.
Sure.
But that they're not going to see legend.
Nate says give 1 break tackle and strip ball. Break tackle is very good.
Break tackle is solid. They're already
very
agility
good.
3.
Yeah, so it makes it 2
yeah,
up.
Yeah, gives them mobility. Plus they're gonna be in tackle zones because of stand firm.
Oh yeah, I did. Mama G was playing. Mama G and Nathan. I played them both in the same season. Mama G was playing Amazons. And Nathan was playing vampires. They both had dodge on a lot of players, and I just had. I against Mama G, I had 2 guys with tackle, a blitzer and a bodyguard. Just every blitz was with them, and every blitz was a removal. and then against Nathan, I induced a big man, an ogre, and put tackle
an ogre
on him.
with just tackle.
Ogre with just tackle.
Oh, wow.
He was.
So I was punching vampires.
Ograham Lincoln Vampire Slayer.
Just
we made that joke like 100 times in that stream, and it was
I
phenomenal.
blocked that out like a week.
And now, dude, like before the game, we were like, tackle, like what? What are you doing, man? And then it came up a bunch and like resulted in like slaughtering
Ograham Lincoln? That's funny.
Vampire Slayer.
That's funny. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm thinking Nobles. I'm thinking Elven Union because I haven't done them
And
yet.
I'm thinking about dwarves too.
I'm thinking about
Dwarves pretty cool.
And there's some outside thought to cast dwarves
Don't
too.
you ever
really?
play dwarves?
Dude, I listen. Part of me wants to play them so I can be like, look, Brad, they're not bad. You know, because Brad, like you talk to Brad, and like dwarves aren't even worth playing.
Dwarves are not bad. No, dwarves.
Well, you also think
dwarves
elves
are
are-
a top team.
You also think elves aren't worth playing.
Between
fair,
the two, I think dwarves are way, way better than elves.
In tournament play, elves are very good.
Dude,
In
high
league play,
elves,
it is a bit harder.
high elves were amazing.
Dude, I think high elves are like they're up there for best elf. I think.
I think they are the best elf team.
To me, it feels like pro elves should be the best, but I think high elves have
Just the armor.
so far.
yeah.
I think that might be what it is.
I think armor is literally the deciding factor.
The thrower
there.
is better, but like for 20k more, or for 20k less, you get the Elven Union thrower. That's just as good. I think the Elven Union thrower has more important skills.
I just think in a league sense and the longevity of it, right? Like that price difference early on, it ends up being very minuscule and negligible, and just the survivability of your players that do level up is just way more important than like having a cheaper thrower early on.
Like with Elven Union, I think they're so expensive that you can't afford to have 4 catchers on the team.
To start or ever?
No, like ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude,
I had
don't
Like
know,
I just
man.
think your
I
team
had
value
4.
gets so high that
It does, but they're your best player.
they're so good.
I had 4.
You're absolutely right.
I had 4. I had one that was an amazing catcher. I had one that had.
See, your
Russell.
catchers are punks compared to Elvin Union catchers, though.
Oh, are they?
Isn't the only difference
Size
nerve
set.
of
Nerve
steel?
steel, yeah.
Nerve of
Oh, I
steel,
thought
yeah.
there was.
That's the blitz.
Does yours come with? Oh, the blitz size.
Mm-hmm.
Nerves of steel.
Which nerves of steel is don't underestimate it. Like when you're in a situation where it's
When
like,
it's
all right,
gonna matter, like it'll
yeah,
matter.
It's a thing.
I mean, yeah, my guy would have had to catch it on a 2-up rather than a 4-up. You know,
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my
but he
favorite
caught it on a
games.
4-up. So
One of my
Oh,
favorite
you're right.
games,
So it didn't matter.
and then he dodged.
One of my favorite games was against Eli's corn team.
Mhm.
I had that AG2 guy, and like I jumped over, grabbed the ball, like dodged out, and then threw it and caught it in a tackle zone with a guy. Like, that game was nuts. You remember? I think you might have commentated that game.
Probably, yeah.
And Eli played the whole second half with 12 players. That son of a bitch. He was set up in a 4-4-4, and I didn't notice it.
I'd count every time.
Yeah. Jake was like, "You have to count."
I so desperately wanted to play with 12 in
You'll
the playoffs.
never catch me. You'll
John,
never
all
do
three of
it.
you guys told me the same thing. You're like, I count every time. Because John was like, I was like, I got 12 players, John. He's like, no, you don't. I counted.
Your despicable behavior has forced me to count.
Hey, man, I've played a game with 13 players, and I'm very proud of it.
I wouldn't be.
Unbelievable.
All right, so
But it's cost me now that I can't really
so
sneak them on anymore.
I have thought about this wood elf thing. I actually think the 2 wood elves and no other position, the 2 war dancers and no other positions is the worst way to go.
you
You
think,
think
so?
so?
The war dancers are so good just right away, right? So like when you
You're doing the tree, though.
when you purchase them, right? They're going to be good right away. Like they're almost sufficient right away. So I think it'd be better. And since if you do get both of them, you're sacrificing development on every other positional because you can't afford any other positional. It's 9 linemen, 2 war dancers, 2 rerolls.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm probably going to get a thrower, catchers, and linemen, and then buy them. Go war dancer, tree is like my.
Oh, you're
idea.
going to start with no war dancers.
I think you have to start with one.
I don't
You
know,
have
man.
to, man.
They're so expensive. I think if I start with multiple catchers and a thrower and just try to just score,
Can
even if I don't win, just like score, run
I did
away.
catch that part in the game, Andy, and Nathan did call it out. He's like, no, he didn't get knocked out. He had thick skull. But it was funny. They were cracking up. They're like, that guy's got 12.
is there a way? Do you have enough money to where you can start wood elves with thrower, catcher, war dancer? Like, is that an option? Do you have enough money for that?
It might be close
Yeah, because if you can do that, I think that's the build.
because it's 125 for a war dancer.
Yeah, war dancers are crazy.
I think both war dancers.
I
think
agree. I think if you're
I think
going
2
anyway,
war daddies and the
9
clan.
linemen. I feel like you're just sacrificing
well, I mean,
so much development.
first and foremost, the linemen are gonna die, and on a wood elf team, the linemen become positionals. Like all of those movement 7 players, like I've heard Brad talk about how they're garbage, but like they
movement
have
7.
their movement 7 with general agility access. Like the wood elf lineman is better than some positionals on most teams.
True.
Like you could take a wood elf lineman stat line and walk up to
Every team wants
literally any team in
Every
Blood Bowl
team would take it.
and say, "Hey, would you pay $70K to have this guy in your team?" And they'd be like,
Yeah. Absolutely.
And yeah, it's just like
the problem
it's
is you have
good.
to have a team full of them, and they're so pricey.
To be fair,
Yeah.
You know, comparatively, dwarf linemen
I-
are $70K. and
I
they
would
get
I would argue
everything.
ideally a bunch do die really early,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like maybe 3 to 5 die really early. Take them as linemen, buy Eileen, and just
They start
Just-
racking up
just
the free
re-
skills.
I don't think you replace the linemen when they die.
I think you do when you have
think
Eileen.
At a point, you do.
Sure,
Yeah.
but I think until you have, I think that team probably wants one catcher.
I would
Gotta have more than one.
Maybe.
I
You
would
think
build.
so?
I would do 2 catchers, two dancers, and a thrower.
And a
I
tree.
definitely wouldn't do 2 throwers.
I'm
They're
definitely
95.
I'm
Yeah.
definitely doing the tree.
They're too expensive for.
Hey, Brad's on YouTube.
Yeah, they're too expensive for.
Jakey lost.
Yeah, wait, yeah,
Yeah.
we all know.
The catcher's the thrower's too expensive. But like
Undead Dwarf
you
Rider.
definitely want to take a catcher and you want to design him from the ground up to be a one-turner. Yeah, that's what you want.
So what do you give him then? You got to give him sprint sidestep.
You get sprint, sidestep, save up for a movement upgrade. Like you design him that way.
They lost sprint. I think for their price, they should have movement 9. I think that would make them a unique player. I mean, it's a gutter
Well,
runner.
yeah, but like you can't take sprint away and then just give them the movement.
Yeah, but why they
Like-
took sprint away and kept him the same price?
which I agree is wrong.
It's a weird
Well,
decision.
then, yeah, they increased War Dancer price. Yeah, they messed up Elf's price pretty bad.
Yeah. I mean,
lot of
War
elves.
Dancers are very good, but they're armor 8, man. And I'll tell you, like we've all played with Blodgers, and we know what Blodge means.
It means you get a pop.
Everybody thought I was nuts, and then they all got Blodgers of their own.
Brad, we can't make out anything you're saying on YouTube. Move over to Twitch.
Two War Dancers, one thrower, no catcher.
says no
Too much
catcher.
money for catcher. Like
I think you want the
Never?
movement 8. I think you want the
you
movement 8,
never
though.
want a catcher.
Yeah, I think another movement 8 player is helpful.
Yeah, you don't care that much about the strength too because you're not scrumming.
See, everyone's worried about blow. I'm worried about having the best players on the pitch. So
I don't think I'd take the armor 9, Nathan, on a catcher.
Oh no,
I don't think I would.
I would.
think
Li-
it's just-
there's literally maybe one player in all of Blood Bowl I would give an armor
Who?
upgrade to.
Gutter runner?
Probably a Minotaur. Make them armor 10 because they're going to be in tackle zones. They're going to get punched.
yeah.
I don't think I'm
Or the
ever.
Yeti.
I don't think I'm.
The Yeti's a
or-
good candidate.
yeah,
I don't think
it's
I'm
possible.
ever
It's
getting
kind
a
of the
stat.
same
I don't think I'm
player.
ever getting a stat upgrade on those guys.
No, exactly. Like armor's trash.
Unless you're Nathan,
Like,
and
there's-
then you got multiple per team.
I don't see a universe in which the armor upgrade is better than any other option you have.
Yeah.
Well, you can always choose movement if you roll armor, right?
Yeah.
Movement's
You're
always
you're
available.
never forced into armor, and I don't think you should ever take it.
Would you take passing if you rolled it on like a War Dancer? Would you take passing?
To make them 3 up. No, they don't have.
It's only a 10K upgrade.
They don't have
too.
passing access, right?
No, I would never do that.
No, but you don't think so?
No.
You could then literally drop the thrower, right? I mean, you're
don't-
passing
I don't-
3.
Well, they have passing 2.
No, that's what I'm saying. The War Dancer would then be only 3 if you took
Yeah.
the passing.
Yeah, I don't think so. Plus, they start with sure hands, right? The elf, what elf thrower?
No elf has sure hands.
What is the doesn't? Wait, what's the Elven Union
I think
one
it's
have?
got pass. I think that's it.
That can't. That
I think Elven Union has. He's got to have.
None of them
sure
have
hands.
sure hands, dude. Because trust me, lots of times I'm like, man, I'd love to give sure hands to this thrower. You know what I mean? Because like
So what is the Elven Union? He literally just passed.
just pass.
Are you
But he's
looking
only
it up?
75K.
Oh wow, I forgot he was so cheap.
Yeah, he's worth it.
And
for-
then the other guys got Cloudburster, right? The
they
high
got
elf.
the shakes. They don't have. They got the
Yeah,
It just has pass.
just pass, man.
for 95K.
That's crazy. Catchers have catch and dodge, movement 8. I mean, it's
Do it,
still
man. I'm
good.
telling you. You do it.
I'm get-
If you buy the team, I'll paint them for you.
all right.
Since you ain't
Easy.
gonna paint 'em.
Wait, are you building them too?
We'll talk after the show.
But I 100% think you run a tree man on what else?
Oh, I would. That's the only reason I want to pick them over Dark Elves.
Dude,
So you can have the tree.
Yeah.
people underestimate like how powerful it is on the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's an armor 11 guy that's gonna save you alignment.
Strength
Exactly.
6.
Just is gonna save you alignment.
Movement 7 tree.
What tree can get to movement 7? Is it possible?
No,
Yeah, huh? 5 stat upgrades?
you can only up
You can only upgrade anything
movement
twice.
I thought you
No.
really? I thought you could move it only upgrade up many times up to 9.
No,
movement
It-
4 plus sprint.
yeah, it could. That's possible. That's a possibility.
You know, I was thinking about
That's
it
so stupid.
after the game. I was like, you know what? I should have handed off to
I just lost the game.
I should have handed off to a Tomb Guardian and tried to get a score with him.
Oh,
What
that
a
would-
dick!
yeah.
I'm glad I didn't. But like, I was finalizing my roster today, and
Dude, I'd have been so upset.
do you think we should? That's always the biggest kick in the teeth, right? Like, well, I want to try to score with this guy.
I do it all the time. I've scored with bloaters.
I know that's why I should have tried it against you because you deserved it.
I scored on my Yeti. He because the ball flew in from out of
Oh, I
bounds
watched it
right into his
I
hand.
was like, this is unreal.
I heard someone in the other room say Tim is pissed.
it was unbelievable. Was that Who was that against? Was that your first round game?
No.
You played Jake in
That
the
was
first round, right?
that was
Yeah, that's
before playoffs, I think, wasn't it?
Yeah, who were you playing?
Why do assassins suck?
What?
I don't think they're that bad anymore.
Why is what?
Assassins, I guess.
Assassins. They went this edition. They went down 5K
And it got faster.
and got faster. Yeah.
I still don't think they're good.
I mean,
I
no,
built one. I own one.
Yeah.
To
Just
play
verse
on that
JT.
team, but
I would
Nathan's got
mess around
crazy
with
memory.
it. Like I
Was
probably
that first
I
Jake?
wouldn't include one in like a tournament roster, but I'd mess around with one. Just stabbing people's fun.
This guy's got dump off. That's hilarious.
what's that?
Somebody outside.
Somebody outside? Is that what you said?
I heard something out there.
I don't know. Anyway, I think I'm playing corn. If it's not corn, then it would be elves. But corn just sounds fun.
Corn in the premiere.
Yeah.
You checking the back door?
I guess Dark Elves. They seem fun, but what else seems more like more fun?
I would love to play dark elves.
You can.
You can. I just.
You have the team.
Yeah, I know. I'm not crazy.
What did you
about
play?
The models.
What did you play?
The model's
You,
trash.
Yeah.
what did you play again? You played.
You can play mine.
What did you play last
Good.
season? Undead or
No,
Necromantic Horror?
Necro. Yeah, right.
in the premiere?
In the Premier, yeah, I played Necro. Had a really developed team for a Premier League too.
I think I'm gonna have to buy a Necro box
Yeah, for
because
what?
like
The
for-
werewolves,
Yeah. There's no other model that's
and they're phenomenal models.
yeah.
Really
Well,
good.
and then I can just use the whites too.
Mm-hmm.
And then somebody probably needs extra zombies.
Whites?
They don't have whites on
No,
that team.
no, they have ghouls.
Oh, I could use the ghouls too because I only have one ghoul, but I have all the zombies that I need.
Mm-hmm. Would you use them for the flesh golems too?
I don't know. I think I have something for the flesh.
No?
golems.
So just
The
saying.
flesh golem is a solid model too.
So Brad's anti-Wood Elf propaganda makes me want to play Wood Elves. Just like how
I think you should play Wood Elves.
last Premier League, then I think I started like I was gonna play a fresh Nurgle team, and
You
then
did, and
and
then
then
Eli
was like,
dropped with his dark
elves
elves.
suck, and I was like, I'm gonna play elves, and I took him to the chip.
To be fair, dark elves are tough.
Yeah, I picked the better elf team to play.
Dude,
But
I
still.
don't know, man. I think dark elves are just fine.
I would play them differently.
Like
I also would not. We don't have these anymore, but I would not accept an ogre matchup for my first game because that game literally set me off. Like I never recovered.
And you randomed a lot of skills too.
I ran them 2 or 3, but yeah, I mean on blitzers, I just would save up. Like they're easy enough to get touchdowns. I would just save up.
I mean, literally, first skill for every player is going to be dodge. Second skill, sidestep. On every blitzer and every witch elf.
I will go to the grave. I'll be on my deathbed. I'll be like, dark elf blitzers should have strength access. I really firmly believe that.
I don't have a problem with that.
I
I
think
don't have a
strength,
problem with that either.
general strength and agility would be so unique and cool.
Well,
on those
I do
players.
think that like giving giving an elf team
that makes them a bash team.
giving
does.
giving the elf like that elf team because there's
Makes
four
them a
elf teams.
hybrid
There's
team.
4 elf teams, right? And they're all very similar, like in realms of like gameplay, like fast movement, 2-up dodge. But yeah, I think that would make them very different from all
It
the
would
elves.
make up for their
for them-
inability to run a true stretch play because they cannot reliably throw the ball.
For them not having access to 2-up passing inherently in some way, I really don't have any issue with that.
It would be so cool, I think.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. I mean, you might have to see it.
That's because you don't want them to use the strength.
Yeah, vampires
know.
are different. What elf? I mean, dark elf blitzers. You're not going to really. You don't want them in tackle zones either, but you can also then create guard and defensive combinations. It would be a really big pain in the ass.
It'd be cool.
With but it'd be a cool problem to solve against a dark elf team.
You also give them break tackle and have 1-up dodge. Cool.
Yeah. There's we fixed dark elves. Dark elves would be very, very cool.
Oh,
With
break tackle. That's awesome.
also dump off should.
I'm gonna
just be
dodge on this
removed from
tackle
the
zone
game.
and a 2-up. Dodge on this tackle zone and a 2-up.
Remove dump off and just give the runners dodge. Or sure hands. I'm okay if they had sure hands instead of dodge. If you wanted to give them a worthless skill.
Sure hands would be kind of nice. Well, I don't have a problem with dump off. Dump off is unique. I like
If
them
you
having
play
that.
against it right, though, you're just gonna make them wildly inaccurate. You know what I mean? Because like You're gonna tag him and then blitz him. Oh, here he comes. Here's a -1 passing already.
I mean, I like the I like the idea of building into dump off, right? So like you give him you
nerves.
give him accurate and nerves of steel. So now like he's dump off passing on a 2+ to the other runner who you built to have catch
And nerves of steel. So even
and
if
nerves
they're-
of steel. Exactly.
I honestly think you're better off with sidestep and safe pair of hands.
I almost never advocate for safe pair of hands.
Safe pair of hands is a nightmare with the sidestep.
Yeah, I mean
It's so annoying.
It's a
especially
cool it's a cool combo.
especially if they have strip ball and you don't have sure hands, you're like, okay, I'm just gonna.
Strip ball actually negates safe pair of hands.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
God, I
does.
might play Norse.
That
too.
was an errata. They changed that.
Is there any team that hasn't been played yet? I think all the teams have now been played with vampires. I'm the only Tomb King player, but
Yeah. Elven Union have not been played this edition.
yeah. Jake
No,
played.
Jake played them. That's
Yep.
right. I thought he was playing High Elves. No.
Maybe
he
I'll
did.
bust him out and
we
show
haven't
everybody how
had
to
a
play 'em.
tr-
Old,
True.
Old World Alliance.
We haven't. Yeah, that Old
And
World
I don't
Alliance
recommend it.
hasn't been played, and we haven't had a true halfling season.
True Halfling run.
If I could find some halfling models,
You
because I want to build the trees.
do Old World. Do Old World Alliance.
I'm too big of a coward.
Dude,
man.
that team sucks.
Did garbage.
Too big of a coward.
Just
Tier
awful.
1. That might be the only team. Man. Well, Jake, thanks for coming, man. And talking about the game a little bit, the league. How would you guys feel about letting new players just next 2-up cup, everybody just drafts at 300 or 1300?
Like if they bring a new team.
Yeah, we talked about it before, like being an issue. But
Oh.
like, what do you think about just trying it?
Oh, you can just bring like a.
You can just
fresh
bring
team.
extra. Yeah, you get extra players and extra rerolls. You think that?
Oh,
might
but you
benefit-
don't get skills.
Yeah, you if you're drafting a fresh team, you still draft at 1300, but you're not redrafting anybody. It might work out. Like my biggest fear is like they'll give inducements to develop teams.
Okay. So I'm sorry. I was taking that like you can pay money to give this guy. This guy can have sure hands now.
Oh, I mean, I
Like
guess that's something
like building a tournament thing.
that's something we could talk about, but I think that's more powerful than redrafting.
I mean, quite possibly.
Yeah,
That is,
because you're
and
just-
that's what make it too expensive. That it actually matters. Like 100,000 for a skill, 150 for, like I guess 150, 200 for a double.
Or you could just say, hey, you can draft an 1100 team and just assign 4 skills, 4 primaries.
I think that's also just.
I think
probably
that
more
goes a little bit
powerful.
against.
It
it goes
that's
against the skill of the point of the league too, is to develop.
I don't think it's more powerful than like.
I don't think
like
it's necessarily
4
more-
Tomb Guardians.
No,
that
I
you
don't.
could
But
bring
they
along.
like those guys have also earned all of those.
I
I do know
That's
the
fine.
one league we played where Jake was able to switch to lizards and just build the team he wanted. It made a big difference.
Yeah.
Like what was I playing?
Well, because in situations like that, you could like put skills on players that are harder to develop.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
You can put them
Exactly.
on like wraiths or flesh golems.
Yeah, I think
Or
it's
Saurus.
I think it's
Saurus
a
are hard to
slippery
level up,
slope. I think it's I'm fine with like trying to find a good. I agree that like a fresh team drafting 1300 exactly, and then redrafts. Like my next redraft's going to be like 40, 80, 120, like possibly 160k in agent fees. So
Yeah, mine was 140, and then but with the reroll that I get, my team value for game 1 is like 1210.
yeah, so
Yeah.
you'd be
So,
getting
like,
inducements.
I would get inducements for a
Against
fresh, team, and that just doesn't seem right.
Yeah, we'll have to find a happy medium.
Yeah, it just doesn't seem right.
'Cause
So
I do feel like their fresh teams did have a lot of work. Like
And
you,
pe-
you had a
you-
hard go.
you kind of
Oh,
have
yeah.
to save people from themselves, right? Because
I-
like if they have 1300,
Unless I end up in a situation where like I don't have any teams left, I will never bring a fresh team into the 2-up cup.
Cray said, "You want real chaos? Let us draft from other teams."
I've always liked the idea of drafting other people's players, like from the same team. Like if I'm playing,
You got to get the original owner's consent.
yeah, but like if you had a player that was analogous, you know what I mean? Like there are some players that are on multiple teams, like an Underworld Gunner Runner.
Like
You
Winnowing
could
Rice.
draft him onto a Skaven team. I always thought that would be really cool.
I've never
Like a free agent.
I'm never gonna play Win-Wing Rice again. If anyone wants to play Nobles, they can draft him. He's got 6 level ups.
Hey, thanks for watching, Matt. Thanks for being a champ, man.
Gornak has had enough blood on his hands.
Yeah, he's an Acropolis star now,
He's
isn't he?
ascended into the warp.
We do need to make him a star player.
We agree.
We definitely do. We'll talk about his what you call and all that. So, all right, guys. Hey, and Biscuit
And Biscuit.
undead because he died. That's sad. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, Jake. Thanks for being here. The people want you. Let him know. Send him fan letters, pictures of your selves. Tell your grandma.
I think Gornik was the first star, right?
He was.
He's a punk.
Yeah.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.